I just wanted to do a little day in the life. Today is like the first true day of being a stay-at-home mom. Yesterday, all of the kids, all the teachers went back to school, and I did not. I did go up to Ortega just to help out with arrival and see everybody and feel the buzz of back to school, but they are off. They're gonna start their school year, and I wish them all the success and all the fun, and I'll pop in here and there. But today felt like my very first day of everybody went to work and Lizzie is now at home. So I am gonna meet up with my friend Olivia and her two boys. We're gonna go on a nice beach walk. We're gonna watch The Bachelor. We like to watch The Bachelorette on Tuesdays after the Monday night showing, so we do it with coffee and snacks and stuff. And the boys, her boys play. Cameron sits and sleeps. But yeah, I just thought I'd bring you along for a fun little day, and then I'm gonna go ahead later tonight and film the Q&A that I did on Instagram. I left a question box saying ask me anything, and I got some really, really good ones. So when I get home later, when Cameron sleeps, I will answer all those questions for you. So yeah, just a silly, fun, chill day. We are on our way home. Cameron slept for about 30 to 45 minutes in the bouncer that they had over there. We didn't end up cooking anything for lunch, so I need to maybe grab something on the way or just make something when I get home. But yeah, when I get home, I'm going to probably pick up the house a little bit. I have some dishes in the sink. I know that there's dog hair on the floor that can be swept up. Move some laundry around, and then I'm gonna hopefully get him down again, either in the activity center that I just got for him or back in his swing for an afternoon nap so I can film the Q&A. And then who knows, maybe bring you guys along for cooking dinner tonight with Chan. But it's been a good first stay-at-home mom day. have yet to eat. This is getting unacceptable at this point. But, so now I need like a lot of protein. So I have these Chef Woo. I get them at Publix. They're just like the little ramen cups, but they have 20 grams protein. I'm going to do an egg or maybe even 2 fried egg in that. And then I have a chicken thigh from last night. So chicken thigh is going to go in the air fryer. This is going in the microwave. I'll fry up 2 eggs and just put it all together for a quick little high protein lunch now that I'm like way behind on my daily food intake. From my Instagram question box that I did the other day. There was a couple really great ones, so let's do it. Cam's just right in the other room. He's relaxing, but if he starts to stir, we might have to rethink this. So the first one I got was, how are you feeling about not going back to school? So I've like said this entire summer that it's super bittersweet to not be going back to school. I like prayed about it all last year, trying to figure out what was going to be best for us, begged Chandler to let me stay home, and like literally throughout the entire year we would go, yes, you can stay home, no, you can't stay home, I think it's the best thing, I don't think it's the best thing, and we like together felt that way. So like we would go ebbs and flows, and then it was really like the last 2 weeks of school, we both felt this like really big piece that I'm supposed to stay home, I'm meant to stay home, at least for this first year. So last week when all the teachers went back to school, it was more hard for me then, honestly. Like last week was kind of hard because I just am such a teacher that going back to school and cleaning a classroom and cleaning things up and doing all of the like back to school buzz things is like so much fun for me. So I think that missing out on that like kind of hit me. And so I was like literally at the school most days, just helping, like letting everybody meet Cameron, just kind of still feeling that buzz. And then I did go to the school yesterday, which was the first day of school, just to like help with arrival. Again, like let all the kids meet Cameron. He was just strapped to me. And I think I felt peace yesterday for the first time. So just being there, seeing everyone, being excited, and then being able to like look down and see my baby and know that we can go home and that I wasn't leaving him to come to the school, that he was there with me. And knowing that I can always go back and volunteer throughout the year, which I will, I think that brought me peace. So how do I feel about not being back at school? It was weird, it's unnatural, it doesn't feel real yet, but I definitely know that it was the right thing to do. The next one was, what has been your biggest challenge and biggest blessing postpartum? So I'll start with my biggest blessing. All throughout my pregnancy, like I knew everything was going to be great, everything was going to be awesome. Cameron was just going to be exactly what we needed as a family, and it was kind of harder for Chandler to like wrap his brain around being a dad. He knew that he wanted a kid. He knew that it was going to be great once he got here. But I think that the fears that pregnancy and birth like bring up was more for him than it was for me. Like I was very just almost like oblivious to the complications and the risks and all the things, just because I like had this like blind faith. Not blind faith. I had faith. And I think that it was harder for Chandler to wrap his mind around. So I think the biggest blessing has been like having having a pretty smooth pregnancy, having a really positive birth experience, and then now like seeing Chandler step into that like father role, that dad role that he couldn't really even picture for himself. He just knew that he was going to do it. He couldn't like picture what it was going to feel like. So seeing him light up with Cameron and seeing Cameron smile for him for the first time was super, super special. Biggest blessing, yeah, just like feeling like a family unit. Like the biggest challenge I would say is like not so much taking care of Cameron, but taking care of myself while I'm taking care of Cameron. So like you just saw in the previous clips, like I went through this whole day, barely ate anything. So it's like I'm fully taking care of him. He's well fed, he's well changed, like everything is great with him, but then that like leaves me on the back burner, and I just have to be way more aware that that's natural, and I need to like put things in place to keep me well fed, well hydrated, moving my body, like all of the things. So taking care of him has been easy. Taking care of myself has been a little bit harder. So yeah, I would say that's the biggest challenge. Next one was, are you gonna miss teaching this year or however long? So like back to the first one, I do miss it. Like I think it's totally my calling, but just like right now I'm called to be home. So when I do feel that like longing feeling for the school, I will go to the school. I'll help, I'll volunteer, I'll show up unannounced. But I don't think that I'm supposed to be there right now. Are you gonna put Cameron in sports? Yes. I don't know what age. I mean, my whole family played soccer. Chandler's like not the biggest soccer fan. He wants him to wrestle at some point. We're definitely gonna do football at some point. I would love for him to do like jujitsu or like judo, like something where I just have a feeling he's gonna have a lot of energy and a lot of like angst, just like that dude angst. So I would love for him to like channel that and put it somewhere. Okay, any weird pregnancy cravings? I don't know if you like noticed this based on my Instagram, if you follow me on Instagram or in these vlogs, like I drink black bitter cold brew. Like I do not put any cream and sugar in my drinks. Like it's literally just a caffeine drink to me. And I've always been that way. And when I was pregnant, it was the very first time that I was like, let me do some cream, let's do some cold foam, let's add some pumps of this and pumps of that. So my coffees got way sweeter, my coffees got way more enjoyable. I loved a dark chocolate peanut butter cup at night. We were making Wits strips like weekly. So yeah, just a little, like way more of a sweet tooth. After pregnancy, I still like all of those things, just not nearly as much. Hold please. He's shirtless, guys. He spit all over everything. You wanna say hi? You wanna say hi, shirtless boy? Hi. Hello. How are you? Alright, it's my third time trying to film this little section. Cameron is taking a nap. So we're good. I will pick up where I left off. The last question I answered was about weird pregnancy cravings. The next one was how has marriage changed since having a baby? I would say that it requires a lot more communication. It requires a lot more like open honesty, like being willing to admit when you're wrong, being willing to admit like when you're having a bad day, being willing to like be open and talk about it, because like it would be very, very simple for like him to have his feelings, me to have mine, us like deal with them on our own and like never come together on it. But obviously that would just create a divide, and I feel like I'm getting more comfortable being uncomfortable. So like being willing to talk about when things are bothering me, or being willing to have him like speak into a certain part of my life. I think our communication is a lot more open lately, because we know that like we have to be a team in order for this to work. So just being like more honest, more open, more willing to work together and find like common ground on silly things and serious things. Okay, the next one is, ooh, this one's fun. Where am I shopping for home decor? So I love home goods. My whole style is kind of changing. It feels like I'm like wanting to add more pops of color into my house. I feel a little blah in this super neutral space. And that could just be because it's summer. It could just be just like postpartum, just like wanting things bright and fun and keeping it cheerful. But I do think that I'm like transitioning into a newer style, but most of my things come from home goods if it's like home decor, like my silly cups and my plates and vases and baskets and florals, like all of that kind of stuff is either like old thrifted, came from home goods. I don't really do much home decor at Target just because I feel like everybody's gonna have the same stuff. There's like occasionally times that I'll find things, but I try to steer clear of that. So home goods for sure. And then anything like furnishings, most of my furniture is Facebook Marketplace, honestly. Like these chairs, my side tables, my couch, my dining table, my dining chairs. Yeah, I mean my entry table, genuinely, other than like our baby furniture, our bedroom furniture, which is IKEA, like our furniture is all thrifted. We're not thrifted, well, Facebook Marketplace. And then my inspiration, obviously Pinterest, but I'm searching things like Ballard Design, Pottery Barn, Grand Millennial, Decor, Coastal Cottage, like all of those are like my taglines. So, okay, that was long-winded. The next one is, did you picture yourself being where you are today? I did not picture us living in Murray Hill. So that's number one, I did not picture physically where we are today. I didn't picture us I didn't picture Chandler's business being as successful as it is. I always knew that he was going to do something amazing, but I definitely did not picture the scale that he has gotten it to at this point. I mean, only being 3 years in, I didn't picture that. I did picture having a little boy. I did picture being a teacher. I didn't picture staying at home. Like, I definitely thought that maternity leave was going to be enough for me and I would get right back to teaching and either somebody would take care of Cam or we would put him straight in daycare. So I did not picture that. I did picture us like starting in a small sweet home like this and kind of building it, fixing it up, making it what we wanted it to be, and then being able to sell it at some point. But yeah, there's like give and take. From being like high school sweethearts and being together for so long, I pictured us being such a strong team just because we have such a great foundation and like kind of life flowing from us, like getting married, I pictured that. Having babies, I pictured that. Being successful, whatever that looks like. You know, I'm going to be a successful stay-at-home mom. He's a successful business owner, having successful friendships. I pictured us going to church the way that we do. I pictured our faith getting stronger and stronger. So like, give and take. What I have is better than what I could have imagined. But the overarching theme of like family, faith, and my relationships, for sure, I pictured that. Okay, so that was all of them for now. I totally love chatting like this and kind of like diving deeper into our lives and just kind of like giving you a backstory on some things. So I would love to keep doing chatty videos like this. Today was really just like a chill stay-at-home mom day. Taylor's pulling up right now, so I'm super glad that I can kind of outro this video now. Thank you so much for watching. We're gonna cook dinner. Cameron's gonna keep sleeping. We're just gonna catch up for the day. But yeah.